There we go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Can you hear me okay then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, do you feel as if that scoreline is maybe a bit flattering towards Manchester United?
Well, I wouldn't like to disrespect these sides because they're top sides, but I think on the day it was a closer affair than what the scoreline suggests, for sure.
In terms of the performance, certainly at 1-1, you must have felt like you were still very much in with the possibility of getting something from the game.
No, definitely. I thought we defended very well, which you have to do in these places, but we limited them to some good moments, but without really opening us up too many times, apart from some clever play from them, which you expect. But we were effective, and we asked questions on them every time we put good quality into their box. We worked well on the break. I thought Chris Wood was excellent today. The energy of the side on transition was good to come out of our shape and try and be effective in attack. And, overall, I was pleased with that. And I've got to be honest, at 1-1, I think we're seeing the game out well, and we might have a chance of nicking them because it looked like that type of game. They're now overloaded to try and force a goal. And sometimes if you work well on transition, which we were doing, then you think you might nick one, and then they get one out of the blue, really, because it's a double kind of blocking moment. And they get two deflections, one off Charlie Taylor, one off Corky, and it goes in the opposite corner. And then, you're sort of scratching your head at that stage because I thought we were handling the game very well.
You need a little bit of luck sometimes, don't you? I mean, that second goal in particular, it seemed like you had very little luck at all in the game.
Well, look, I mean, you don't want to cry in too much. Over a season, you need your scratches of luck. So, I'll have a look at it another time if we get luck. So I don't want to overegg it, but it is fair to say we were delivering a very strong performance at that time. We were defending very well. The shapes good, the energy is good, and it goes against you. And then we've got to open up to try and get back in it, quite obviously. And we tried that, and unfortunately got third, really, from a breakaway moment, quite obviously. But no, I mean, look, the mentality was very good. The performance was very good. We've got to keep showing that in these remaining games.
The game's been a little bit overshadowed by the news that's come through this morning. I'm sure you've probably heard about Manchester United being one of 6 clubs apparently signing letters of intent to join a breakaway European Super League. What do you make of that news? How that could be something that fundamentally affects football in this country?
Well, you sound like he's a darling. So I presume you were talking about the idea of a breakaway group. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, at the minute, as you can imagine, my focus is purely on trying to get enough points on the table this season to make sure that we're secure in the Premier League. I certainly haven't got the power to start deciding what everyone else is thinking of doing.
But if Manchester United, Manchester City, 6 of the top clubs in the Premier League were to suddenly disappear, that could have a massive effect on the Premier League as a whole, couldn't it?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I can't affect that. I don't know what level of the market you think I'm at, but trust me, I can't affect them decisions. So we'll just have to wait and see what the powers that be and what these clubs intend to do.
But you wouldn't be happy about it, would you, if 6 of the top clubs in the country suddenly disappeared?
And I'll keep reminding you, my focus is making sure that we can win games for Burnley Football Club, because that's the key at the moment. I have no power in these things. There's people way higher in the food chain than me to start deciding what's going to happen with the structure of football.
Fair enough. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fraser. Chris Gordon, please, from the Express.
There we go. Hi, Sean, you okay?
Hi, Chris.
Just on Chris Wood's performance, I mean, what was the thinking behind going with the one up top there today after the success?
Well, I thought he was excellent. I thought he was excellent today. I thought Brownie did great for us. We just felt that they overloaded the midfield here, and even with it, if you look at Pogba coming off the left, he's not really obviously a left winger. They really do overload the midfield. They get their fullbacks really high and wide, which you saw quite obviously today. So, usually for me, because I always believe in the strikers, as you know, but I just felt it was right today. We have changed it before, as you know, before we used Jeff going out the number 10 spot, if you like. And I thought it went well. I mean, I was pleased with a lot of the performance today, in attack as well as defence. But I thought Woody and Browning really got their pressing shape really, really well. And that affected the whole team's defensive performance, which I thought overall was good.
He didn't get the goal, Woody, but he did everything but all.
Yeah, I really did. I thought he was excellent. I told him that afterwards, his hold-up play was good. He was aggressive to win headers and keep the ball from coming back. And Browning was very good. Browning gave his lot today, that's for sure. Ran all over the place to try and affect the game. The moments, I think the key to our season and the growth, if you like, of the team is them key moments, because you saw at the end, Vince is down, he's driving a goal, he can play Louts in a bit earlier, and just them extra touches. Them moments, they're so important, and that's the I think the thing that the team has got to continue to sort of learn and develop is finding them last key moments, because we do some of the basics, the basic principles of what we do today were excellent. I thought the shape was really good, the energy of the side was really good, the honesty, the endeavour, and some of the quality was good. It's just finding them real key moments, because we've got in some brilliant positions today, which is not easy to do when it comes to these grounds.
You talk about delivering performances to get a result. That probably deserved something, didn't it, today?
Well, I thought overall, like I say, I don't want to look. You don't want to cry lucky in that word too much, because you need your fair share, and you mostly don't know when it comes. But it is a bad bit of luck when I thought we were seeing the game through well. I thought we were doing very well at that stage. They'd had a fast start in the second half, which we expected, but we kind of slowed that start down, and we were looking effective on the break. And then they get a goal out of almost nothing. 2 deflections, and it's in the back of your net. And then we chase the game, which you have to do, obviously, and unfortunately they get a third just from a breakaway. So it's a frustrating one, that's for sure. But the key for me over a season is performance levels. I speak about it all the time. You take a lucky one, we all would, but generally you want your team to be performing, and definitely with the performance in the last 3 games, we tied up the details, then we'll make sure that we get more points on the board.
Bizarrely, as I say, not to bore you, but that was like the 2014 performance you lost 3-1 here, and one performance you were really proud of at the time.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a strange moment in the game today to concede that type of goal, because we made a few mistakes over the last couple of games, which is not like us. More the shape and the transition of the game. But today's just bad luck, because, like I say, Chaz has tried to block it, Corky's tried to block it, the keeper's tried to save it, and it goes in the opposite side. And they're the moments that you want something to go for you over a season, of course. When they go against you, it's a tough one to swallow. But I thought the mentality was excellent. After they scored, the mentality was fantastic to take the game on still. And even conceding the goal in the second, we still took the game on, we still had moments, we still were driving up. And I was really pleased with that side of things.
Well, cheers, Sean.
Thanks.
Thanks, Chris. Alex Jones, please.
Hi, Sean. Obviously, it was down to the shape.
You ask us to do an interview. You have
Obviously, it was down to the shape today that you decided to leave Matteo Vidra on the bench. But just how difficult a call was that, given the form he's been in recent weeks?
Well, we've been levels. We found that the change really was because they overloaded the midfield so much here. They've got wide players like Pogba's playing. Well, he's coming off the wide, but as we know, he's a central midfield player. So I did feel that today they probably would need that extra output there. And I was pretty pleased with that. I thought it worked pretty well.
Jack Cork back in the side as well and produced a really sort of accomplished performance, and perhaps issued a bit of a reminder of just how good a player he is.
There was a number of good performances. I thought Woody was excellent today. I thought the operation of the back 5 generally. Bailey did well in goal as well. It's not easy coming into these games, and especially with Popey in such good form. I thought there was a number of good performances, but the collective performance was good too, and that's important over the rest of the season.
So is Popey, if he got a chance for next week? Obviously, he was close, wasn't he, for this one?
Who was that, sorry? Popey. Yeah. I mean, we had to make a judgment call on that. We think that he's got every chance to be fit for next week. As long as we
Lastly for me, Fulham obviously picked up a point today. The gap's down to 6, but that performance must give you enough sort of confidence and belief that you've got enough to secure safety this year.
I've never lacked confidence or belief in what we do here, that's for sure. But it's about turning good performances into wins and tidying up some of the details. Not so much today, but the other games. So that's going to be important. Well, but the mentality for the performance, the way we went about it today, is another strong sign of us as being tough-minded. And you need that over a Premier League season. We know that's very difficult to expect to not have some spells in the Premier League when things go against you. So I think we've been very good at that, and coming out of them spells with very good performances. We'll have to do that again, quite obviously.
Nice one, thanks, Sean.
Cheers.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Cheers.